Guess who's here for OGs of wrestling? Ain't no competition, we report, you gon' listen. Never no mercy, we bring the ring to the streets. If you don't know, you better find out off the ropes. Here to prove a point, number one in the league. Bet you don't wanna tussle with us, know where to hide or run. Step in the ring, you're done, you're never stepping out again.
So you're back on the wolf pack.
Off the ropes, representing that 617 area.
So you're back on the wolf pack.
No other podcast out here more scarier.
So you're back on the wolf pack.
Wrestling entertainment news reported by the Bears.
So you're back on the wolf pack. You might wind up in a body bag.
Took your chances, now it's time to show you what's on. In the ring, off the ropes, best believe that we strong. Day in, day out, off the ropes for life. Shiznit, E-Wiz, Fast Crew on the mic. In town, be the city where we make our own rules. Stomping though you can't fit our shoes. Off the ropes, a crowd pleaser, conquering like Caesar. Lean on us like Pizza when you need your wrestling re-up.
So you're back on the wolf pack.
Off the ropes, representing that 617 area.
So you're back on the wolf pack.
No other podcast out here more scarier.
So you're back on the wolf pack.
Wrestling entertainment news reported by the Bears.
So you're back on the wolf pack. You might wind up in a body bag.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another brand new episode of Off the Top Rope Podcast. Happy New Year from us to you.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Man. Oh, man, it's been full of ups and downs for 2021, but we are the first day of 2022, so we're trying to begin it with a big old bang. First, we're going to do our day one predictions for tonight's day one pay-per-view, which is still kind of being affected by the COVID outbreak that's still happening rampantly all over the goddamn place, including up here in Boston, Massachusetts. That's why I was MIA for the last 5 days. I was sick. So I've been living under a rock for the last few days. Stop it. It's only was a cold in the flu, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. I'll take care of myself. But needless to say, thank you guys for tuning in to part 1 or 2 of our special episode today. You know how to follow us and everything else like that. You know, we on here on YouTube, still growing the channel up from scratch. Anchor Podcast, our home base for the audio podcast, Google, Breaker, Radio Public, Spotify, SoundCloud, Podbean, Pocket Cast, Overcast, and too many other ones that we can try to name right now. Oh, including audio as well. Go hit that like, subscribe on the audio website as well. The merchandise stores, teesprings.com, bonfire.com, and decoslides.com. We can find all of our merchandise at. Happy New Year, folks. We got Cyber 8 on the boss in the building with me, and we got the new addition to the podcast herself. She's also the head of the RachTheGreat podcast herself over at The Heat, which we're still trying to get our tentacles in that little, station over there, though. But the newest member of our beloved podcast team, give it up for RachTheGreat, the blue hair pirate, is in the house.
Yay, me.
How you guys' little mini breaks and vacations that we've been on ever since?
What vacation?
What vacation? Well, technically for me, it wasn't really no damn vacation, but other people, they took full advantage of that shit. So I don't blame them for that.
Yeah, listen, Omicron there is no vacation. Any vacation?
I was about to say,
just stay in the house.
My vacation consisted of one good night of sleep, and that was when I had to go in for a minor procedure earlier this week.
Hey, give a big shout out to JP from one half of the Irish Whip podcast, wishing us a happy New Year's.
What's going on, JP?
Oh boy, Cyber looks like directed airplane with those big ass headphones. Here we go with
JP got
You're already starting.
He's already acting your
day
ass
one
today,
of the
man.
new year.
Welcome. Yes, this is what we need.
Your asses today. He's already acting your ass today, man. I can't even. Hey, man, I can't stop him from that.
Hey, it's all good.
But listen, man, we here about to do this day one day one predictions. So as some of you guys I've already known, I'm the new two-time OTTR champion. Not here to gloat, nothing like that. I'm being respectable champion. Take on whatever challengers, no matter which combination that you want to throw. Hope and pray I can walk out on top. That's all I'm saying.
No.
Cyber,
You're talking
unlike
about
Cyber,
you're talking about any challengers and everything. You're having defended again against me and Big Mike.
well,
Who else has come up?
Whose fault was the fact that they don't try hard enough to actually win during these predictions? That's not our fault. That's their fault. As I see, me, you, and Mike are the only three that actually take this thing kind of fucking seriously. Just saying. So y'all can't be mad at me for that. But yeah, so tonight I'm defending against you, Mike, at day one. So let the best man win. When Mike brings his monkey ass in here, I love to shut his fat ass down too. But I'm giving proper due when it's rightfully due because of that. So here's the day one predictions. So here we go. We got the opening kickoff match, which is between King Ricochet and Cesaro taking on against the Bar Brothers. That's the kind of what they call them, Sheamus and Ridge Holland. So
is that their new name?
No, it's not their new name. This is something that I just created for them.
The Bar Brothers is slapping ass. I love Ricochet. I love Ricochet OD. He's getting up a whole bunch of that.
You know,
yes, sir,
both Cesaro and Ricochet have been on the
live. Shout out to the Raw Zone podcast out there in the NYC.
They've been on the losing end for a while, and I know that it might end up that it's going to be Cesaro, not Cesaro, but freaking Sheamus and Ridge Holland winning. But after the losses that both Cesaro and Ricochet have been kind of taken, they need the win more than Sheamus does. So I would.
Hi. That's Cyber's wife in the background.
Hi, Cyber's wife. See, the only reason why I want Ricochet and Cesaro to win is because they've been losing so bad. Hey, she got up in there.
Too late, man.
She all trying to get up in my business right now.
AYT was popping. But yeah, I don't know. Sheamus since Sheamus has lost the American title, the US championship, US title to Damian Priest, he's kind of been on this, like, he's not even really a heel. He's just loud and Irish.
So he's a tweener.
It sounds like he's from South.
I wouldn't even say he's a tweener, to be honest. Because he hasn't really had any big moments of, a mean streak in him. Like, I think realistically, the last one was when he went against Jeff Hardy, and that was forever ago.
Yeah, Jeff Hardy's not even in WWE anymore.
Nope.
I'm sorry, but that was a big brain move on Jeff Hardy's part. I think he went on to an old crutch just to get out.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because even his brother said that. His brother was like,
"Oh yeah,
I'm excited for the future." I was like, "Oh man, oh man, thank you."
Talk about selling your brother out right there.
Exactly. And even I was watching Drew McIntyre, who also will be fighting Madcap Moss today. Randomly. Was like, he loves Jeff Hardy and was like, I just want Jeff to be happy. If Jeff is happy, Drew McIntyre is happy. And I was like, Jeff knew what he was doing. Just like the who was it? The Tony girl that just left.
Tony Storm. Yeah.
She
picked up and quit. I thought that was good on her.
She upped and quit, and that's what told me right there. I told y'all it's not about the money when it comes to these people anymore. It's really, if they feel happy over, they feel like they're going to be a part of that environment. And if they don't, then chances are they're going to be going in there each and every week, miserable as fuck, and probably just want to just do it just to do it, and just to go straight for home. You know what I mean? And it's just one of those things. And we got LA arrival to the party. We got COVID Maverick in the house. Happy New Year. You look terrible, but you look nice.
Happy New Year.
You doing all right, man?
He's loud and Irish. He stole my gimmick. JP, if he did steal your gimmick, then you better go sue WWE for that gimmick change.
Listen, Sheamus is not giving it up either.
And then we got Raw Zone giving us the Hardy reunion will be happening. I definitely totally agree with you on that. Even Matt Hardy had even said that he wants the Hardy Boys to retire as a tag team before their time is done. So what other better
Can
way
you
to do it
imagine
than
if
bring
they
your brother into AEW?
What if they get the AEW Tag Team Champions and then they retire? I think that would be fire. One last Hardy.
JP said one last Hardy Boy run. Jeff Hardy said on the Stone Cold podcast there will be one more run. Only question is where will it be? You already know what the hell it's going to be. AEW along with his brother, and then they'll bring up the Willow thing. Hopefully that they do the right thing and just let Jeff do whatever the fuck that he wants to do with the whole Willow character, but just give him what things that like he probably can do or can't do. And just leave him alone and let him create his own little magic. Maverick.
Yo.
Nigga so sad.
What's up?
Yeah.
COVID Maverick, bro.
I know, which means he got sick. How are you feeling?
Yeah. Like shit. I got this nasty phlegmy cough. And my whole house got it. So like we're all under like quarantine and just sitting in the house doing nothing. We sit in the same room and I'm just like, oh, I can't even look at you guys. I'm tired. I'm sick. I want to go to sleep.
Yeah. Open the windows. Get some fresh air in here.
It's that fatigue right there. It's that fatigue.
Oh man, I feel you, Mav. Trust me, I really do, man.
I remember when you had it.
Man, I did too. Yeah, man, for real, man. I was that way earlier this week.
Yeah, so I feel your pain, man. We all do. So we're hoping everybody gets better, and y'all are in my prayers. I've been praying for y'all. So
I'm glad you're here, Maverick.
Yeah, glad you're here, man.
Hate to tell you, but I got like another 2 more minutes and I'm gone because I don't know if I can stay on this long and feel like.
Well, the Maverick, we'll say when it comes to the award show, then I'll have to send you your award through your actual inbox and stuff like that, or I'll try to save a clip and send it over to you what award that you have won and whatever.
Oh, you see, you already found out.
I don't want to be on here and give a horrible show. You know what I'm saying?
Well, then you might as well just mask. I mean, you might as well just keep here, put on your mask because everyone else is not even here. So you better hear me say some pretty rude or harsh words when two people come on this damn thing in a little bit, and you're gonna hear me go on, and then you'll be like, "Well, then that was so damn bad."
JP, no joke, man. He's got that motivation, and that we appreciate that.
Yes, sir. But so we are just gonna go with the heels when it comes to this match. Cesaro should never sign that contract for a 3-year extension. He should have just been left. So did Ricochet. But of course, his wifey is now there, so he's not gonna make a move like that right now. So I'm going for the heels to win when it comes to this. Next, we get Drew McIntyre taking on Madcap Moss. Why the fuck we even getting this lame old ass match?
What is this?
We all know who the hell. We all know who's gonna win. We don't know who's really going to win this one. Like, are you serious?
Drew McIntyre has scheduled for 3 Universal Championship matches.
It's chips.
Do they not have nothing else better for him?
No.
Because who's he going for? Roman? He can't go for Roman.
I mean, that's the only reason why they probably
He can't go for Roman this early.
So he can be a competitor towards Roman, but you can't be a competitor competing with Madcap Moss.
Look, you can't be a competitor the first 3 weeks you were on SmackDown. You was like, somebody come out from the back. Somebody come out from the back.
Somebody taking open challenges left and right.
Yeah, can't be doing that.
You can't be doing that type of stuff.
And then he wasn't on the
got the motivation, and JP says, "Get well, Maverick."
Yeah.
Thanks, JP.
Yeah.
Is that one of the Irish Rip Boys?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Tell him to give me an
Irish
Irish
very own.
Yeah. Okay, next, folks, we got the Raw Tag Team Championship being defended. RK Bro versus the Street Profits. The Street Profits have not been on television for the last 2 to 3 weeks, and yet somehow I'm surprised this match did not get canceled either. So With this being hanging in the balance, who y'all got?
They're both my two favorite tag team matches, like in Raw right now. Like in the whole brand WWE, the Street Profits and RK Bro are like my favorite tag team partners. But RK Bro, because Randy Orton's not losing. Because if Randy Orton loses, he's quitting.
I don't think RK Bro is going to lose this one. I also too, I believe there's still rumors that one of the Street Profits may be on the tail end of a COVID quarantine, so that might be the reason why we may not have seen them on TV the past couple weeks. I don't think it's Montez Ford. I think it's the other one. What's his name?
Dawkins.
Yeah, I think
so they
it's him.
actually
That was
said Montez Ford had health injuries, and Rey Mysterio might have had COVID, which is why the Mysterio versus the Street Profits match didn't happen.
We are just talking about that just now. I think we're coming to the conclusion that I think it may be either Dawkins or Montez Ford that got COVID, but definitely Bianca wasn't there for the last few house shows either. So they pulled it. So they're trying to keep all the biggest superstars away from the house shows. Stay the fuck at home. Come out here when it's day one. Be here. Be secluded, and that's the way that we're gonna have to just operate for right now.
The problem is they're coming to Atlanta. I don't need them to come here with COVID. They can stay where they at with COVID. AEW's last match, the last time AEW was here, they was 10 minutes from my house. I don't need them that close. If everybody got COVID, stay where you at. And the Migos is supposed to be performing, so I don't know how that's gonna work either.
Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna work anymore.
So that's why I say this match, I still think it might still be up in the air, especially if they're still dealing with COVID with some of the competitors that are supposed to be in this match. I'm still sticking with RK Bro being the ones to retain on this if it does happen. And if it does, it's because they may, whoever had COVID, whether it was Montez or Dawkins, they might still be dealing with fatigue and everything else. It might be a quick match.
That's true. And I feel like RK Bro should retain because the Usos is finna lose it. I don't care. I said what I said.
Jesus.
Wow.
I want to say that because I actually
wow.
Go down the list and stuff.
I said
wow.
what I said.
So we're all agreed that RK
so
Bro
before we jump over to the Usos,
fuck the whole table.
Please, could we just go down the list before we just jump over right to
right?
Usos?
I'm saying,
no.
bro, like, damn, you gotta understand that. Like, that's what I'm over here like,
that's how I always talk to say. I'm like, somebody has to keep the belts. Somebody got to lose the belts.
Yeah, but I think right now the only reason why the RK Bro are even going to keep the belt is because the other two, they're not fully healed up yet. And especially without being off of TV for the last 2 to 3 weeks, you're not going to just put the belts on people like that. Like, so that says, that gives a wrong message to your audience. That gives a wrong message to people like us that are reviewing their shows and reviewing their matches. So,
okay, this is what I think it's going to come down to. I know Rach kind of jumped the card a little bit, but what I see it coming down to is the mid cards and the tag titles. They're going to stay in the same place.
Roman, I really don't think so, guys.
No.
Nah.
If
Ivy, listen, I know what
it's going to be the two top titles that might have hand changes tonight. That's it.
Maybe, but then again, when it comes to Roman, he's not losing tonight. Paul Heyman is somewhere in the midst that he's going to screw the both of them over, and then we're going to get a both double disqualification. And this thing is going to lead on to the Royal Rumble, which is going to be a few weeks later.
Since we're talking about Paul Heyman, getting yourself into Paul Heyman. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we could hear you.
Yeah, I was saying. I was saying, Rachel, thanks for turning yourself into Paul Heyman by giving us that spoiler about the Usos losing the title. But I don't think that's gonna happen. Only because at the end of the day, right now, that there's no Raw tag team titles right now that anyone can compete with in the Raw tag team right now.
Dude, all the tag teams on Raw. Period.
All the tag teams are over on SmackDown. What I think is gonna happen, honestly, is RK Bro retain, Usos retain, and then what's gonna happen is they're gonna turn those tag team titles to a unified titles where it can be competing on both shows.
Which makes sense.
That would make sense.
There's not a lot. There's
Because,
not a lot
I
of tag
mean,
teams
look,
left.
I'm like, the Street Profits lost their titles though to AJ Styles.
Alex,
and
what up, my
Omos.
man? What else? My man Alex is chilling in Puerto Rico on his little vacation. He's one half of the Marshall Mice the Marshall Mice podcast. Yo,
Hey,
bring the Mark. Yo, man, bring Big Mark over here, man. The bloodline made way too much money. They're gonna have to keep them both. Of course they are. Of course they are. They're gonna have to keep them both. They are the needle movers when it comes to that tag team division. There ain't no other tag team that are doing more better than what the fuck that they are doing right now, besides Hit Row. But then what happened? They got released. Says a lot right there. Oh, man.
All of Hit Row got released?
Mm-hmm. The Midwest.
Yeah, every single one did.
I salute you. Yeah, but definitely that. So, yeah. But the next match that we're going to talk about real quick is for the Raw Women's Championship. Becky Lynch, Trinity from Matrix versus Liv Morgan. All right, folks. I'm sorry, I have to be the party pooper when it comes to this. Liv's not winning this title. She's never going to win this title. As we all said about WWE, they stymie so many different people that they're only going to tell you that this is your ceiling and that's it. You can never propel it, or unless the big boss himself don't want you to break that ceiling to be like, okay, I got to up my value here, or otherwise he's only going to place me right here by the mid card, and that's it. Nothing more, nothing the fuck less. This is what happened before, long time ago in the 90s, where you see people like Shawn breaking over barriers, and then you got transitional shavers like Psycho Sid, Vader, Undertaker, even to a certain extent that only carried the title for a few months. We've seen this happen before. We're gonna see this thing happen again. So even if Liv does win, she's gonna lose within a short time span. So I can't put my full confidence that they're gonna make a rightful decision and give her a lengthy title run if she does win tonight. So that's why I'm sticking with Becky. Becky's still red hot fire. Vince McMahon still owes her because she was on the bench because of pregnancy, just came back, and now the heel run is starting to fall flat, so they need to do something dynamic tonight. Otherwise, this whole thing is going to be completely recycled. It's just going to be given to somebody else. So,
and that's what I felt like is the scariest thing about where WWE is right now. And we talked about this before with them being like having their pay-per-view deals with Peacock.
Another person in the building. Dukes is in the building.
Hey,
Happy New Year. Happy New Year and everything. We're just going down this day one card before we start our award ceremony. So we're just going down the card real quick before we start. So so we were just talking about Liv Morgan taking on Becky Lynch for the Raw Women's title.
And Becky Lynch is gonna win because who else? Liv Morgan, she cried when she didn't win the last time. And then she got her elbow damn near broke. And then tried to beat up Becky Lynch with a cane.
Isn't that called selling?
I mean, yeah, it's called selling, but I mean, she sold the fact she's gonna lose. Becky Lynch gonna do the same move her and Charlotte been doing, hold the ropes, 1, 2, 3.
Nah, see, they need to plan a different finish if Becky is gonna win tonight. We can't have the same old fucking roll up after roll after roll and then tugging on the rope. We've seen that 3 different times already. We don't need another 4th. This is why people are giving the mixed reaction in the audience, booing her and cheering her because they don't want her to turn heel. They love her as a babyface, as an anti-Stone Cold Steve Austin type of character. The way that how we once gravitated to her before. Now with this thing, it's like, what did Maverick say to me? Maverick said something the other day. He's like, it's like Trinity mixed with what's that? Emo culture. And this is what the culmination of the new Becky is what it is right now. Because if I'm looking at that, then that means Seth gotta be Neo from the Matrix.
I mean, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, respectfully. They both suck. So I take them out of the Matrix reference totally, completely, because Neo and Trinity don't suck.
Trinity, however, but Neo, I can't talk shit about Neo though. But go ahead.
Well,
I'm on
Seth freaking Rollins, the visionary, the revolutionary. who is now officially Seth freaking Rollins. That's his now new nickname that he's going by. Like the fact that he is who he is, he dresses how he dresses. It seems like they have the same stylist. So they want to be the same person. Like she wants to be the female version of her husband, but she needs another 100 pounds on her to do that.
What?
No.
To me,
No.
it's like looking at the Backstreet Boy and the Spice Girl. Like legit, like they are the Backstreet Boy and the Spice Girl.
Yeah.
I've been saying this for so long.
That's what it is.
That's Ginger Spice, and that is the bad, and that's the what was the bad one from Backstreet Boys that had the beard and all the tattoos.
No idea.
Not Nick. One of them people.
Yeah, but you get what I'm saying.
Broly?
Like that's how they act. That's how it's just like it's stupid. It's unwarranted. Like I think their new character change is corny.
Respectfully.
Well, we're gonna all go with Becky Lynch on this one. The next that we got is a match that even I don't even want. Sami Zayn taking on the Intercontinental Champion Shinsuke Nakamura. Oh my god. Neither of these people deserve to be champion. I'm sorry. Neither. If anything, you could have Rick Boogs, and he would have got me more amped to actually watch that simpleton fucking flaky ass match. But I just do not like what the hell that they're doing with the IC Championship. It's barely even being defended. And that's ridiculous. And that is your workhorse championship as far as I can even remember it. I can even remember it. And you can't even give me decent quality matches.
But the US title's the same way though. The US title.
But at least Damon Priest is defending it each and every damn week. The IC belt has not even been defended.
He hasn't defended it for like 3 weeks. He hasn't defended it for like 3 weeks.
He defended it the other day and
lost. Right.
That was the last time.
But he's defending a lot more. But he's defending the belt a lot more than what Shinsuke Nakamura is doing on SmackDown with the IC belt. Hey, he had that shit for months.
That's well, they got it around the same time. I like the build up, like the storyline. He took the crown from King Corbin. Now King Corbin was Baron Corbin. Then you have King Nakamura. But I was waiting for them to. The fact that you have King Nakamura and King Woods and they haven't fought each other is questionable. Because now you have how many kings you have?
Too many.
All right, no, is Nakamura right? Is Nakamura wrestling tonight?
Damian Priest is making media appearances.
Yes, he's wrestling versus Sami Zayn.
And he's more visible. What was that even doing?
Wait. I'll predict this. Sami Zayn wins. Sami Zayn wins. The Intercontinental Championship.
Nah, I think Rick Boogs is gonna come out with a guitar or something. They're gonna get disqualified or something. I don't think
smack around all type of crazy shit.
No. Here's the reason why. If we really do take a look at how wrestlers had the championship runs, what's the most durable for Nakamura? Since he had that championship won.
When he first came in. The NXT title.
No, talking about his Intercontinental Championship right now. What has he done?
Sucks. Abysmal at best.
He's done tag teams with Rick Boogs.
And they're trying to get over Rick Boogs before your own champion? Well, I'm sorry. He's Japanese. He's not white. We all know what WWE is consist of. So please do not be defending this shit.
Now, for that alone, I don't disagree with any of y'all say, but I'm saying right now, it's gonna be Sami Zayn that's gonna win the title.
Probably.
And just only the simple fact that they're gonna try to favoritize him just because he did not leave the WWE. Y'all keep on forgetting. He resigned just what, a couple of days ago after KO resigned.
I was gonna say that too.
So what's the best way to reward somebody who resigned? Get him a title run.
After he done got beat up by Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns and all, I can't see Sami Zayn winning. Like that would piss me off.
I agree with
I honestly gotta agree with Dukes too. Like I can see him winning tonight, only because as he clearly just said, he did get re-signed. they're not gonna just resign him, just not do anything with him, especially if he's already been involved in the main event picture for like 2 weeks prior to that resigning. They're gonna gift him with that. They're gonna gift him with that, with that IC belt. He's white Canadian. He can do a lot more than what the hell that he can do compared to Shinsuke that needs a mouthpiece for him. Sorry, I'm not.
They're gonna,
We've seen this
and I hate
before.
to say it,
We've
they're
seen this
probably
before.
doing this. They're probably gonna do the same thing with Kevin Owens too. They're probably gonna try and give Kevin Owens a title run. This is the only reason why I can agree with Dukes is because they just resigned, so they want these guys to stay happy. And how do you stay happy? You give somebody
you're
a
jumping
corny ass title
cards.
run.
You're jumping cards. Oh wait, no.
I'm not jumping. I'm just saying in general. Like, what do you do with a person when the person resigns? How do you make them happy? Oh, let's give them a title run, whether it's Intercontinental, U.S., a tag team, a World Heavyweight. They're thinking smart, and I still think Vince McMahon is trying to make up for the Canadian screw job.
And
He's
that
way
they
too.
randomly
That's
have
way
posted
too
a
late for
video
that.
of
First of
the
all, that's
other
way too
day.
late for that. Secondly, he already got that problem squashed when Bret Hart came back and they had that match at WrestleMania. I think that would clear off the way. I think this would clear them away ever
It
since
cleared them
then. So I
away
think the
until
Marshall
the
Screw
Dark
had
Side of the
nothing to do
Ring
with
came
this.
out, and then Dark Side of the Ring came out and brought it all back to light again.
Nah, but that's only
about it.
from the Owen Hart story of things, not the Bret Hart story of things, and why he went back because he wanted to get the video library from Vince again, but Vince was holding that shit hostage. That's the only reason why he went back, folks. So there's a lot of people that did not know about that, or probably done know about that, but clearly just forgot.
And if you haven't noticed, Bret Hart has been entered into the opening montage and reels of WWE now, so it's kind of a thing. But I agree with Raw. Like, the heelish turn is what WWE needs, but they have to structure it. Like, they need new writers. Vince McMahon I don't know what he needs to do. He needs to go on vacation. He needs to do something. He needs to realize he's doing the same thing over and over and over.
In that old man's head.
Well, the best writers are this podcast right now. I'm telling you right now,
hire us.
The best writers are in this podcast.
Hire all of them. Bring us in. We got y'all. Any promotion out there that needs some help with their writing and shit or booking wise, call us. We out here.
Yes,
I will even help write Total Divas.
Matter of fact,
no.
Matter of fact, all he has to do is watch at least 5 episodes of this shit of our fucking podcast, and I guarantee you, he will have 5 guaranteed fucking hit shows that will. I'll do Monday Night Football. I'll do any fucking show that comes on Monday. I'll do any fucking show that comes on Friday. I guarantee it. Yeah,
because it's not for a lack of star power. It's not the lack of star power at all. They get crowds every week. It's just how you utilize them. And that's all. That's the only thing that pisses me off.
I mean, do they know this, folks? Let's move on real quick, man, to a match that even I seriously do not want to see. Edge versus the Miz. Really? But because
I just want Beth Phoenix to come out and beat up Maurice. That's the only thing I want to see.
And this is, listen,
Racing. If that happens in a tag, we'll have a tag team match that we don't want to see. You know what I'm saying? They'll end up making a tag team match.
So you know it's coming.
I don't want to see either one of them on TV fighting each other no more. Like Maurice, just stay home and be a mom. Miz,
look, I didn't want to see Miz and Maurice get remarried, but I had to watch it.
It's Vince McMahon. It's fucking Vince McMahon. That nigga will put anything on TV.
Clearly, which is why I just want to see Phoenix beat up Maurice.
You guys,
it's not just gonna. If that happens, if that happens, we'll have a month-long feud of Beth Phoenix and Edge versus
it is
Miz
just a
and
filler
Maurice.
in my eyes too, but my eyes are burning from such disappointment.
The Miz better not win.
I had to say that real quick. No, but listen, this may be a filler rivalry, just trying to get it to maybe to get. I mean,
I felt like that shit didn't make
what's
sense to
going to be
me
in
because I felt
between
like
Royal Rumble and WrestleMania this year coming up?
I just feel like the Miz should be fighting Johnny Drip Drip. I don't know where the Miz and the Edge beef came up. Like the whole thing was the Miz was his legs was broken. Johnny Drip Drip was pushing him around, and then one day he stood up, and then they never talked again.
Yep. Blame short-term attention spans, ladies and gentlemen. Next, the Usos are defending the SmackDown Tag Team titles against the New Day. You think it's a time to pass the torch back over there to them, or the Usos are going to walk out on top?
Do we see a 13-time tag team champion? Dare I say 13-time tag team world champion?
Do you? Do you really see that?
Yes, I
Miz should be
agree.
nowhere near Edge. Thank you. Thank you. And I said this. I said Miz should never be nowhere near Edge's level. He's nowhere near that goddamn level. The only reason why that they did it is because Edge had nothing the fuck to do. They're not trying to go back to do Edge versus Rollins or Edge versus Orton again. And there's clearly not enough people that's even on Edge's level to be able to say, okay, we need to have a rivalry with these guys. Miz is nowhere even in, especially when he just did Dancing with the Stars. He was the blue fucking genie for crying out fucking loud. I did not even have to see that shit my damn self. But we got to.
I mean, he lost.
But in this case, yeah, I definitely agree with you, Midwest. These two should never be nowhere near the fucking vicinity together. No, just stop. But apparently, this is what Vince McMahon wants, and what Vince McMahon wants, a bunch of yes men are going to say, yes, boss.
Oh, God. Okay, sorry about that.
No.
I'm telling you, we're having a 13-time tag team world champion.
So we all going with New Day? So we're all going with New Day tonight?
It's a new day.
I mean, King of Xavier needs to win some type of belt in order for that King of the Ring win to be solidified a lot more because this shit's nothing for him right now, as I told y'all before.
I'm gonna go on a little. I'm gonna talk a little bit real quick on this. Okay, if they're gonna have Roman Reigns losing the Universal title, there is no reason why they need to have the Usos also losing the tag team titles at the same time. That's just, it's not gonna be good. Also, right now, why would Vince McMahon hurt the number one thing that is pulling in numbers for him now more than anything? Why would he hurt
The Rock
Roman
is coming
Reigns?
back.
Why would he hurt the Usos?
Is he really coming back, Reach?
Well, he will hurt the Usos to help build it. He's going to help rebuild SmackDown, and by doing so, what he's going to do is have his number one gimmick, build a feud against the Usos, his number one staple. And he's going to build a month-long feud, just like Brock Lesnar. They're going to keep going. All his matches, Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns is going to be Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns, and then it's going to be Usos and New Day, and that's why the New Day's back on SmackDown.
Okay. The only way I see that actually working is if The Rock was to pop up tonight. That is the only way. Whether it's by a video message or by physically being there for some reason. That's the only way I see that happening. If not, why shoot yourself in the foot when you are trying to keep people continuing to buy tickets instead of trying to do a buy one get one free or try to get seat fillers to come in and not pay anything?
He's right.
Why do that? It doesn't make sense business wise.
Nope.
The only reason why, and the only reason why I suggest this, debacle is because the removal of Paul Heyman says a lot. I'm just saying, he's on the t-shirts. You think about business, we talk about business for real. The merch got the wise man on it. You feel me? Jimmy Uso, there was already beef. Jimmy had already disappeared for time, came back, had the problem with Roman, had to show himself, had to prove himself. If everybody loses, then Roman's going to be looking at his cousins. They're going to build a whole family storyline. Whoopty, whoopty, whoop. The Rock is going to come back. I don't think Brock Lesnar is going to win. Let me say this. Let me just throw this out there. I don't think Roman will lose his title today. I don't think so. But if Paul Heyman comes out and just happens to get everybody disqualified or everybody's counted out, can't nobody do nothing.
As I said.
As you said, as Blackheart said, that would make for a much more interesting 2-day WrestleMania than day one. And then the Royal Rumble is coming up too.
I'm telling you this much. If anything happens tonight in regards to either the Usos or Roman Reigns losing the title, the only way I see that happening is if one, The Rock shows up, or two, if Paul Heyman pulls some kind of swerve and he causes one of them to lose the titles. I could see that happening. But here's the thing though. Paul Heyman has said, kind of out of character already, that that if he's not doing anything in regards to with Brock Lesnar or with Roman Reigns, he's done. He's good. He wants to be a backstage person. He doesn't want to be on camera anymore. He doesn't want to be a personality. So I can tell you this much. I have a feeling Paul Heyman is going to cost Brock Lesnar. That's what's going to happen because Paul Heyman has been involved with Brock Lesnar forever. Every time Brock Lesnar has popped up in WWE, Paul Heyman has been right there next to him. This is going to be the time where Paul Heyman is going to say, you know what? Screw you. I'm done. I'm all in with Roman Reigns, and that's what's going to happen. Roman Reigns is going to hang on to that title until he cannot make any more money for Vince McMahon. The day that happens is the day they pull the title off of him.
Which would probably be by WrestleMania time. Because that's going to be the whole new seasonal year for WWE. The day after WrestleMania is where the new call-ups come up, new storylines, new science are kicking into play. That's when we're going to start getting it. Well, Brody, you're muted. Brody, you're muted, man. We can't hear. No, stop it. Stop it.
Hello.
Stop it, Mav. Stop it. You can't hear.
Unmute yourself.
Stop it, man. Unplug your microphone, plug yourself back up, and do it again. Sorry. Folks.
While he does that, I will say, okay, I see that. Because I don't think Paul Heyman would ever be a background guy. From his ECW days,
he could never be a producer. He could never be an agent, producer.
He could be.
Like he can easily go back to what he was doing for ECW. So no matter what, he'll still have a job. You know, he doesn't always have to say, okay, well, without this, there's nothing else left. I'm gone.
Still can't hear you, Matt.
11:30. Dre on wheels. What up to my fellow commission brethren? he's in the middle with us today. Mav, we can't even hear you straight, bro.
Just unplug yourself and do it the way you're doing it before,
man. Yeah, man, do that.
Yeah, I had some unexpected visitors coming to the house. So I was like, oh, hold on. Give me a minute.
Oh, yeah. Tell Maverick, fix up his mind. Unplug it, plug it back up, hit headphones. It should pop up that way. Oh boy! Well, until he actually gets himself back into the groove of things.
Oh, he was asking Dukes to give us your opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Dukes is busy doing some other stuff in the background.
Part of the table.
Well,
hey, Dukes JP, why you putting my business out there like that?
And JP also says, Carl showed up at Cyber's house. Maverick unplug and hit headphones. Do exactly what JP says, as we try to tell you from before. I don't know, but ladies and gentlemen, until when he fights it out with Maverick versus Technology, we're just going to move forward to the fatal 4-way match. Big E defends against Seth Rollins, if he's still going to be available. Kevin Owens and Bobby Lashley, who is a tweener right now, because I can't call him a babyface.
Thank you, JP. Appreciate it, man.
Now, this is what fucked up my whole damn prediction right there. With the whole Bobby Lashley addition to it, I'm like, oh my God. Like, now you about to really make me put my pick down. Now, I thought the triple threat was way more solidified, but nope. They had to give me this swerve. Whatever else. Love the shirt, Cyber.
Motorhead, of course.
Yeah. But I don't know. This is gonna be weird as fuck.
See, I can't agree with that,
I
JP,
can't.
because I love Kevin Owens. I love the fact that he re-signed his contract. I love the fact that he turned heel.
Yes, JP. Owens
beat up
is
Bobby
only
Lashley.
there to take the pinfall tonight because the guy protect Seth, the guy protect Bobby, and then of course if Big E does retain the belt, who's gonna take the pinfall? The person who
Respectfully,
just
he was
resigned.
the only person that didn't have COVID though.
Okay, let me
Kevin
put it
Owens
to you
is
like
the
this.
only person.
I see this as. Hold on one second.
Bless you.
Man, my bad. Thank you. I see it as this. I think one of the agreements that probably was on Kevin Owens' contract when he
2
re-signed.
shits in the toilet paper. What the?
Oh, you mean toilet seat flush?
No way. Go ahead, man.
I think what it is I think this is a payoff for Kevin Owens for re-signing with the WWE and staying long term, because they needed to dangle a big enough carrot in front of him. And one of the biggest complaints Kevin Owens has had since he had his Universal title run is that he hasn't been in the picture legitimately enough since then. And how long ago was that? That was what, 2-3 years ago? Maybe even a little bit longer.
Mm-hmm.
And, he hasn't had any traction since in regards to getting in that main event title picture. Well, he's in it now. And I could easily see it of Kevin Owens gets a surprise pin on somebody. I know this is going against what all of y'all are thinking. He gets a surprise pin off of somebody. Big E wins it back the very next day because he can automatically get his rematch, and he can automatically win it back at Raw or at whatever.
Whoa,
event.
Ivy, calm down. Do you not know that Kevin? Look. I mean, listen, featured baby daddy. I mean, that's some strong ass words right there. Here. That's some strong ass words right there that I just read. Ivy, you crazy? Oh man, Owens is taking the pinfall, but still, how he'll look strong. Yeah, probably. He'll probably crash you. He'll probably crash you a couple of tables. Try to crawl back in the ring. Refuse to die out, and then he gets curse stomped, and then Big E hits the big ending to protect himself and protect Seth, but not pin him. That's something else too.
Yeah, I feel like, respectfully, I think Big E might win. I truly believe Big E will win because that's not what I want. I want to see Big E on Raw with the New Day. I mean, on SmackDown with the New Day fighting Roman Reigns. That's what I want to see, but I can't see that. It's not going to happen. So I believe Big E might win because Kevin Owens is gonna then he'll be able to fight Seth Rollins, and that would be clear. Then he'll be able to fight what's his name, Bobby Lashley, and now we have 2 main event Monday night events. I would love to see KO win. It's just not gonna happen.
It's not.
I would love to see it too. I mean, like I said, the WWE has done it before to where a champion will lose their belt literally for 24 hours just for someone to get a little bit of a rub, and then they immediately lose it the next night. I mean, correct. I could see that happening with Kevin Owens.
Now you want to come back?
My bad.
I don't see you. I didn't see like your hair being all frizzed up and shit like that. So probably something else that he was doing backstage. But no, we was talking about the fatal 4-way match for the World Heavyweight title. We was on that segment.
You know what? I'm sorry, Big E, but
I just want to take Kevin Owens to Maury next week.
Nah, I'm not taking Kevin Owens.
Oh,
I'm not taking Seth Rollins. I'm taking Bobby Lashley again. It's more so it's like, yo, who is the more dominant champion out of all those 4?
Big E beat up everybody. One-on-one.
Was 24 hours.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, almost the King's run was for 24 hours. I don't know what the 244 hours came from. I love y'all. I love you all, but Kevin's gonna have a good title run. Laugh out loud. Listen. I can't see this happening as long as you have Seth there, as long as you have Big E there, as long as you got Edge there too. You still got Randy Orton, who's going to break up with Matt Riddle's this fucking crazy
that's
ass.
gonna happen.
And he's gonna go off on his own again. He's gonna go after that belt again. There's no way. There's no way.
I could see him being a surprise person to break Ric Flair's record if they play it right with Randy Orton.
Mm,
And I
If they
believe
play
that's
it
why
right.
Randy Orton is chilling with
nah.
this action title right now. Every
Oh,
time Randy Orton gets in front of a camera, he makes sure he says, Riddle, our tag team championship is the most important thing. Exactly. Blackheart
It's sad.
knows that's what his
It's
focus
sad.
is at right now.
Dude, Randy Orton is basically a parent.
Yeah, but it's winning.
And
That's
what's even
Yeah.
weirder is Riddle is a freaking mentor to MSK on NXT.
And that's even more stupider. If you ever think about it, I was like, this is half baked. This is total half baked.
But you have to admit it though. It looks like MSK and Riddle are having a ball with this. So
Yeah, I bet so too.
because
Definitely,
come
yeah.
on, there's some of that corny stuff that you can tell that the people aren't into it. But with Riddle and MSK, they are having a ball with this. They think it's the funniest stuff ever. And you know what? As long as they're having fun with it, I'm like, you keep doing you. Be happy with it.
It's not.
And they're not complaining. And they're making money.
Yes.
That's
And
all that
MSK
matters.
Until when they
MSK is
get called up to the
making-
main roster and watch what happens. I can't wait for that.
No. I don't want them to go to the main roster.
Well, then too bad, dudes. You either call them and tell them, yo, our contract is set to be expired. Choose not to resign and get the fuck out of there. That's it. Moving on to the very last match.
Here we go.
Since we already jumped all over this goddamn thing, Universal Championship, Tribal Chief Roman Reigns defends against, I guess, basically one of the best baby faces in the last 6 months, Brock Lesnar.
And you know what? I cannot believe that because when Brock Lesnar very first came back and showed up on Roman Reigns, his look, I was like, what the hell is he doing coming back to Raw looking like a freaking Paul Bunyan's stepbrother?
I'm just trying to figure out how he went from beating up a GM to then
theory, because of this theory over here, what Ivy just said is like, if he does pass the torch to Austin Theory to become the next like stoner of the wrestling world, if RK Bro or if Riddle decides to go through a whole different gimmick change, and no, he's already doing the whole flashing with the phone thing. He's pretty modernized to the audience because of what the modernized audience
Tyler
are doing.
Breeze's gimmick. He literally took Tyler Breeze's gimmick with the whole phone thing.
Damn done with the man bun.
I don't know why Vince likes him, but I haven't seen Vince do this many montages with anybody else.
Oh my god!
Other than Austin Theory lately, all of 2021, Vince McMahon would disappear. Austin Theory show up now. Vince McMahon's laughing.
And this has been longer than 3 weeks.
But you also have to look at too. We're getting all these vignettes about Veer. It's like all that whole Emma, whatever they want to call her, when they were doing those vignettes for her. It was stupid.
For what?
I'm like, what's the point? He's not going to show up. I'm surprised he hasn't gotten cut. He's not coming.
And this is why I don't understand. They dropped all of Hit Row, but kept Veer. Veer got beat up by Drew McIntyre with Jinder Mahal.
And here's my thing. You know why?
Veer, but Veer hasn't been on television
Saudi situation
for like fucking 4 months.
The Saudi situation. He came from that.
Okay.
He's not going to cut. He's not going to. Here's what it comes down to. If they cut Veer, it's going to be because of something that he does. They're not going to cut him just for the heck of it. Mansoor is going to be safe because he's from that same area. Jinder Mahal is going to be safe because he's a pretty big pretty big talent when it comes to going over there to Saudi. They can feature him, and they would love him. And I mean, all these guys, because just before a couple trips ago, when who was it? It wasn't AJ Styles. Who did Jinder Mahal win the title off of? It was was it AJ? It was AJ Styles.
No.
I mean,
no. It was Orion.
No, it wasn't
It
Orion.
was Orion.
Orion came afterwards.
Hold on.
AJ had it first. AJ had it first. He won it back. Then when it was about to be Survivor Series, they put the belt back on AJ to have him go against.
No, he won it off of Randy Orton.
Oh, okay.
He won it on the SmackDown
so
before
you know what
they went to
other
Saudi.
way around. Okay, never mind.
He won it, but the SmackDown before they went to Saudi.
Yep.
So you were right. You were right there. You were right. Sir.
WWE is on shrooms with all these decisions.
Canadian too.
No, they're not on shrooms, Ivy. They are, you know what I'm saying? They're sniffing some
shit.
They're
OT now people.
Nah, I mean, this offended all people.
It's giving crack. It's giving hard drugs. Okay.
Ivy from Raw's on Access. How do we feel about the next in line program that WWE has to? Basically what the NCAA is doing for basketball athletes. Basically, the NIL is doing the same thing for wrestling, but trying to convert them into WWE superstars.
I think it's trash because NXT already is trash. So why are you going to add more people?
Maybe NIL is kind of like their idea to replace NXT, ultimately give the NXT platform to NIL to give these people a chance to grow and to grow in front of an audience. I don't know, but I think I agree with you, Rach. I think it's a stupid idea.
This is just another recruiting, scouting process that they're going to be doing for these college athletes that they can see, okay, and we can convince them to become WWE wrestlers. We can train them, and this is where we can start them off at in college. You know what I'm saying? This is all so this is all what it really is. This ain't going to change it to another secondary brand or none of that. These are people that's going to be learning the ropes, learning the WWE system during the off time, not during school and not during their, in their full, extracurricular activity year, that's getting them out there in the first place. They're going to squeeze them in afterwards. So when it comes to that, it's just going to do exactly what they did for The Rock. The same way that they're going to do for Gabe Stevenson. Pretty soon, giving them private lessons, getting them in tune, and that's it. They're only going to know one formula. Because why? They're just transforming athletes into sports entertainers. That's all that there really is to it, folks.
But what's crappy though is that they're shitting on the independent people that were there, that helped build NXT, that went to the main roster, saved WWE's ass when half of the roster got stuck in Saudi. And they had to do the NXT invasion angle on SmackDown so they could actually have a show.
That's true.
Very true.
Look, there's 15 people in the next in line program. They dropped 25 people in the past month.
No, we know that. But here's the thing, Ivy. Though they are a corporate company, so they don't give a shit. It's like they lost the mom and popism of their fiber of their being and turn completely corporate to the point where that stuff don't matter anymore. How many people can they produce within a year that can be potential money maker, needle movers, or merchandise sellers? That's what the fuck do they want. They're only fueled by one thing, as I've been telling you guys every fucking sense. But a lot of us here have been said this shit for a long ass time anyway. So
JP, I completely agree with you, man. They still need these independent guys there in NXT, in these developmental roles to help these next in line people, because who else is going to help them? I mean, yes, we've seen AJ Styles pop up on NXT. We see Riddle popping up on NXT, but you got to look at it again. Matt Riddle is an independent guy. AJ Styles is an independent guy. They have just gotten so comfortable and they're so happy with the situation that they're in that they have become full-blown WWE guys, and that's why that they're doing whatever the WWE is asking them, which includes going back to NXT, and going and helping, MSK or feuding with someone that they want to build momentum behind. So you have two people who are indie people. So JP, I completely agree 100%. They still need to be pulling indie guys, and they still need to continue doing that. Now, Samoa Joe, they have him in the back because he's an independent guy, but I don't know if he's in the role that he's in backstage because the WWE forced him into it, or if he wanted to go into that position. If he wanted to, great for him. I'm happy for him. But if not, then that's a shitty situation that WWE put him in.
Or they do still got some indie guys as well. You still got Roderick Strong back there. You still got Tommaso Ciampa.
Those are the last of the
also some
though.
Those are the last of the dying breed. Roderick Strong loses at New Year's Evil. He's gone. He's going to be gone. He's going to literally disappear.
And then the only ones that really came in that was really from the indies is our guy Carmelo Hayes. Because as JP knows, he came from our backyard. So thank God that he's getting the momentum push that he is, and he's black. You know what I'm saying? But Andy after him, it's going to be a hard stretch. So they might have to go back and just be like, because
it's a hard stretch right
now. But vice versa for the indies, right? Say if an independent star has already reached that ceiling, that therefore that, but okay, well now I've already hit here. If I go somewhere else, it's gonna be the same stigma. So I have to go to the professionals now. And then what did that door just open up for them? Same thing.
And this is the thing, because you have to go somewhere, and because you guys were talking about, just like who's gonna help the new guys, I think about character development. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't take a college kid and then say, I'm gonna make you a heel. What does that mean? What does it take to be a good heel? Not every part, especially if they're learning these things on the off time and their off schedule after being full-time college students and athletes, to say, yeah, we're gonna then train you just how to flip and jump off the top ropes. No, it has to be way more than that. But it's it is the core development. But then it goes back to, as we said, them not having no good writers. Who's gonna really maintain and make it worth it for the kids?
Yeah, too, folks.
Because they are kids.
Exactly.
They're getting on there.
And some of them are TikTok stars and everything else. And like one of the football players they signed, I forgot. I think he's in high school, or else he's just barely started college. And I'm like,
there's a few of them. There's a couple of them.
Like, why? Like, I can understand the whole idea.
Because they're looking at them for like 5 years from now. Okay, make sure that big ass buff body is still there. Oh yeah, so he don't got to go and wait out in the gym. So now he's organic, he's fresh, steroid free, whatever, right? Then they bring your ass into the ring. Since you know how to take football bumps, you can take wrestling bumps. That's easier transition for them. You know what I'm saying? That's why they go after the athletes instead of going after for people like us that wants to get into it and wants to train and learn the front to back and and actually become an athlete. They already want you already embedded to be one. That's what here's what the Next Line program is all about, technically. But ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the prediction part of this. So let's hope and pray some of these things don't happen. Some of these do happen. But god damn it, this is just by far ridiculousness. But folks, we in the second part of this, and this is the OTTR Awards. I was wishing for everyone would try to be in here, but of course, with a lot of people getting sick and still getting over their stuff, I had to, say compromise with that. So it's cool. But here we are. But when it comes to it, thank you, Ivy. Much appreciated. Much appreciated for her. And and if you haven't, go support the people that actually been in here: the Midwest March podcast, Raw Zone podcast, the Irish Whip podcast. Give them all like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell as well. Stay in tune with their stuff as well. You know what I'm saying? Oh man! But today, folks, we got the first annual OTTR Awards. This is fucking funny.
JP, the only award that you should be accepting is the Reject Award.
Oh my god, you're not accepting no goddamn awards, JP. Stop it, please. Humbly Award. Oh man, y'all ready for this? So we're gonna start this off with the
Let's
Rising Star
go.
of the Year. Oh man, Rising Star of the Year. Who's one person that you think that had worked their ass off for this year or made a strong impact this year? And Deuce, you might need to come back for this one because you might have some words to say. But the Rising Star of the Year nominees are Hook, Taz's son,
Oh my god.
Dominic Mysterio, Dante Martin, and last but not least, Braun Breaker. And your Rising Star of the Year is okay. I mean, we can get like no drum rolls or nothing. Damn, y'all suck. Oh,
I was
man.
muted.
Dante Martin.
Yes.
Is it present for Rising Star? The O.T.T.R. Rising Star of the Year. Yes, folks, he put in that massive work this year. Even
Roman
when
Reigns
Big
just
Bro
confirmed
went down,
COVID.
even with this
No
man went
way,
down.
bro.
Oh my
No
god.
way.
What happened? B-Mass spilling
Roman
T.S.
Reigns just
C over
confirmed
here.
COVID?
I'll have his award.
No.
Roman Reigns has just been confirmed for COVID. Ah, shit. I would
I'm
thank
checking that
God,
right
Mom.
now.
Sorry for making this easy material. Get the fuck out of here, bro. off day one pay per view. So, which means that means the main event now could be eventually now completely scrap for real. No way. That's pretty legit.
I think we all about to go back to
He just got confirmed. Brock Lesnar to challenge for the WWE Championship tonight in a fatal 5-way. It's going to be Seth Rollins, Brock Lesnar, Big E, Kevin Owens, and Bobby Lashley.
Bobby Lashley.
Oh wow.
So they scrapped it completely and moved him over.
Well, he was a free agent, so we
Damn.
knew this was gonna happen anyways. Remember the last time we was here?
It's confirmed by WWE now.
Yeah. It was confirmed 2 minutes
It's
ago.
confirmed.
Refresh.
Damn, it's confirmed by WWE. I haven't even went near my phone in the last like 45 minutes. Well,
And
now,
I'm like,
no, excuse me, 20
Yearn
minutes.
to perform tonight at.
So this is nuts, man.
However,
So
unfortunately,
Big Mike.
Okay, hold on.
Big Mike needs to come in here. He needs to change a couple of his pictures
Hold on.
because I think something's happening.
Roman Reigns just tweeted this like less than 5 minutes ago. I yearn to perform tonight at WWE Day 1 to defend my Universal Championship. However, unfortunately, earlier today, I tested positive for COVID-19. Due to the proper protocols, I'm unable to compete as originally scheduled. I look forward to returning to action as soon as possible. It didn't sound like he's saying that in the aspect of he's in character. He's saying that more officially. I think someone from WWE gave him that statement to put out.
Thank you, Alex. Appreciate it. Damn, Brody. So yeah, so a lot of this shit just got fucking tornado the fuck over. This is nuts.
Yeah.
Told you, man. Told you. We're gonna go right back to the Thunderdome, folks.
I think you are.
People hated me when I said that. I was like, bro, it's happening. Like, if Roman goes down and the whole main event gets completely scrapped, or majority of the world heavyweight title people get sick, game over. Game over. Just cancel the whole damn event. Go home. And that's it. Y'all could have played, but
I don't know.
Vince. Blame Vince. Blame Vince.
If I could tell you this much, if that happens, and then like we were saying that there was rumors about Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. If Seth drops or Becky drops, I could see them pulling the plug.
Yes.
I could see him pulling the plug because then that's another hit to the World Championship match, and then that takes away Becky Lynch's match as well against Liv Morgan. So it's getting there. It's getting to the point to where they might just say, "Forget it, we're done."
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say, where'd Rach go?
She went to go take care of something with her kid real quick, but she'll be right back.
All right, cool.
Right. So we're going to just go forward with the rivalry of the year. There's been a few rivalries actually going on this past year that actually make and break certain superstars, but there's other ones, that just only make them break themselves. But it gave us some great quality matches, depending on how you really look at it. The nominees for rivalry of the year are Seth Rollins versus Edge. Thunder Rosa versus Britt Baker, DMD. Hangman Adam Page versus Kenny Omega. And Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. The rivalry of the year goes to.
Who are we looking at?
Hangman Adam Page and Kenny Omega for the long 2-year story build-up between these two adversaries. And many people had some pretty tough criticisms about how the way that everything was booked, but then when they watch out for the ending, the final first chapter, and we see our man Hangman getting back on his feet, realizing what the hell he wants, and he went after his target and he won the championship. And of course, the nod from Nick Jackson sold the story. And that's when I was like, that was the perfect, bittersweet, but great endings that I haven't seen in a long time. So I had to give props for both guys, especially for Kenny, for working those matches injured with so many different injuries. So that was a good way to write him off TV so he can get the help, the surgery that he needs. And this is why we giving them this Rivalry of the Year award. Congratulations.
That's a good one right there.
That was really
you know what? I'll probably would take that Roman and Lesnar part off. I probably put Roman and Jey Uso.
Of course you would have. It's an all Samoan thing when it comes to, isn't it?
He's all Samoan Dynasty.
This has to be.
No. You take a look at it. You cannot tell me that was not a good rivalry.
It was, but then again, the way how I look at one rivalry compared, I look at doesn't a rivalry during me. I mean, shit. I was gonna nominate Mickey James and Deonna Purrazzo because that was the one that made the whole Impact Women's Tournament worthwhile to watch. If it wasn't for that rivalry, so I gotta give credit to them too.
There's quite a few rivalries that were left off this list that should have been on the list.
Yeah.
But also, let me just remind y'all that these nominees were not just because the ones that we had dished up, but it came from Twitter, it came from Instagram, and it came from Facebook, and the people's nominees and votes that they have brought to the table too.
Yeah.
So it changed a couple of the awards tonight. So I was actually kind of shocked. I'm like, oh shit, okay. So I'll make it work. Of course, the next award is Best Promotion of 2021.
Oh man.
Oh yes, folks.
We already kind of know where this one's going to lean to.
Yeah. So the nominees are Impact Wrestling, New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Why'd you put Impact? What?
Whoa! Oh, damn. Okay, what the fuck happened? It's supposed to be AEW and WWE, but the winner goes to Well, I'll try to open this up. AEW. Yeah, don't please. This is not from us. O.T.T. We had a fan poll for the last few days, so we had a lot of people have a lot of different opinions and suggestions about stuff, so we had to culminate to their needs too. But kudos to AEW for bringing in some hot heavy stars, some great action, backward storytelling. I'm so sorry you guys still got some shit that they gotta clean up, but nonetheless, we'll give them a slap in the wrist.
Okay, before we move on from this, since AEW did win Best Promotion,
sure,
I got to give Tony Khan some props. I don't know if you saw on Instagram and Twitter what happened between him and Leo Rush.
You mean him and Big Swole?
Well, it was the whole Big Swole thing, but then Leo Rush chimed in on it. And the thing is that if this would have happened to him in WWE, Vince McMahon would have cut it off at the neck and he would have gotten rid of him right off the bat. If this would have happened, if he would have gotten publicly called out while on contract. But apparently, Leo Rush called out Tony Khan and a couple of upper management regards to the situation, and he actually went into a meeting with them, and they talked everything out. They smoothed everything over, and Leo Rush winded up posting on, I think it was on Instagram. I think he posted on both Instagram and Twitter. He said, had a talk with management. Saw things from both sides. He's going to work. Tony Khan is going to be working on ways to improve the situation in the future, and I have respect for him for admitting that he was wrong and that he needed to work on some stuff on his side. So it was a huge deal.
Hey, but we still say he still got to apologize for Big Swole too.
Yeah, I agree.
But
he needs to apologize about the whole Big Swole situation. Period. Yes.
No, but like to her, don't say it behind the post. Communicate.
No,
the same way how you had like a meeting with with Leah Rush and the high about that shit. Do the same thing for Swole, and and just have the both of you guys in the room and then just talk. That's it.
Yeah. We don't know that might took place.
Yeah, but they need to have
that might have taken place.
Yeah, it had taken place, but this one should be like the aftermath of whatever the fuck that's going to happen with the next few days.
No.
And people backlashing on Tony because he just does not know how to respond in a way that it makes hypothetical sense for him, but not make it look like a douchebag. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but if it was any other, I feel like if it was any other promotion or any other organization, WWE, Impact, because Impact, we already know that the upper management with them, they could be nice, but also too, if they feel like you've gone sideways on them in any way, shape, or form, that they'll cut you off at the neck too.
But it's another bigger factor at play though, and much as I don't want to keep saying it, because we already kind of hit the nail on it when it comes to certain things that happened the previous year with one person who is not here with us today, and what that led up to be. And I'm just going to do one action. That's it.
Yeah.
Especially in this day and age, in this fucking society, there's nothing that you can tell me that's going to rectify this. Now, that's like me going into a company like that, and I get a word that basically all I'm going to be doing is this. You already giving me a ceiling. Already. But whatever. But I do applaud Tony for actually, instead of just saying, I'm just going to just release you right now. Nah. Just, run out your contract, and if you choose not to resign, you'll be a free agent. And wish you nothing but the best. And that's it. And keep it pushing from there. Yeah, but that's something else. Next, we got the best tag team of the year, Duke's favorite. And
here we
Dukes
go.
was throwing a hissy fit at me the other day about this. He shouldn't be throwing hissy fits at anyone besides his own damn self, because you can't blame me for what other people think. But this is your beloved specialty, the action, the drama between four men communicated, and you can have some of the greatest matches in tag team forms. And the nominees are FTR, the Usos, the Lucha Bros, and the Young Bucks. And the winner is the Lucha Bros.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Now, fun fact about this, folks, ladies and gentlemen, before as of last night, it was the Usos that was in the lead, and they was going to win that award. But because of today, after I took them the final tally before I started making all these stuff, somehow, some way, the Lucha Bros landslided thanks to the Twitter fans. The Twitter fans that nominated and voted for the Lucha Bros. You are the MVPs. So that's just why that they won that award. Great pick, great result. They had one of the best matches
against the Young Bucks in the steel cage match.
In my opinion, that's one of the greatest tag teams, and it's pretty damn dope. And then 5B Mac, you want more breaking news on Twitter? Thank you. Shout out to the Midwest Mark Podcast for stopping by and being here and chatting up with us, especially if it's the breaking news on the Roman Reigns situation. So now,
man,
at least now you know what to expect tonight. Yeah, it's unfortunate, man. Told you, man. This is going to get crazy. So we better get some stimulus checks. I want under the stimmy and that PUA better start opening it back up.
Matt Hardy's going to need that stimmy if he has baby number 5 coming.
Another COVID baby here. Damn, bro. But next, bro, we got the shocking debut of the year. This year has been full of shocking debuts. Yeah. Some returns, some returns from injuries. There's still one return that we haven't seen yet. I hope and pray that she comes back tonight to some degree. because we definitely need that. That beautiful specimen walking around the building. But some of them memorable, others lackluster. Nominees are Malachi Black, AEW Dynamite,
Ooh.
CM Punk, AEW Dynamite in his hometown, Adam Cole, All Out, and last but not least, Bryan Danielson, All Out. And the winner is
I
CM
knew
Punk
this
in
was gonna
his
be it.
hometown. CM Punk in his hometown was a shocking
I
debut
knew it.
of the year.
I knew it.
After a 7-year hiatus and swearing never to come back to professional wrestling, he had just lost the love for it. And somehow, I don't know the culmination of people behind AEW that actually talk to him and let's try to work this out. But whoever they are, that little collective group, I salute y'all for convincing him and giving him that love back. And most importantly, for what y'all did for Brody motherfucking Lee when it came to his situation, and y'all kept it on the wraps from there. That's what told me you guys are going to be the standalone company because you guys have heart.
I can tell you this: it was Daddy Khan opened up his wallet and said, "Take as much as you need."
Daddy Khan, but
CM
also CM Punk wants to, but he's probably looking at the roster and be like, all right, I want to work with him. If I can make that happen, I'll sign. Give me the dream matches that I said, all right, if I do come back, give me some dream matches that I can fuck with. And give me some new people that I can work with. Not the same old shit. And he has a lighter schedule. So that's the best thing for him. Especially for a guy at his age. You know, and we see a lot of people who got them type of contracts, Edge, Orton.
Okay, really quick, guys, before we move on to the next award, I want to ask y'all, since this whole news broke just literally while we were doing this about Roman Reigns, about testing positive for COVID. Oh, boy.
Welcome. Happy New Year. And welcome to the award ceremonies part of this episode.
Okay, so now with the whole thing with Roman Reigns pulling out of day one due to COVID, and y'all are saying it's going to go back to the Thunderdome, do you think the other wrestling promotions are going to start following suit? Do you think AEW is going to go back to their where was it that they're at?
Now Universal Studios.
Day Place.
Yeah.
And Universal Studios too for some of the tapings.
AEW's gonna go back.
They got both places, Dukes.
Yeah, they got both places, so they
can use the switch off on both. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But they're definitely gonna start doing that though. Definitely once it starts going to a his majority of Florida and the cases start getting higher, then they got no other choice. CDC will definitely have to pull up that guideline again.
If this keeps on happening, I can see it easily becoming a trend that during certain parts of the year where they just start going, okay, stuff's going to shut down between this date, this time. Very minimal travel, very minimal this, that, and the other, and people are going to have to sit and wait it out. But anyway, facts. What's going on, man?
I'm chilling. Just got out of work.
Can I move forward with this?
I had to. Huh?
Yeah, I'm moving forward. Next, we got the best gimmick award. Don't we love it? What do we love about gimmicks? It can represent certain things that we like, certain things that we don't like, or maybe
it can make us hate people. It can make us hate people.
It can make us hate people. It can make us love you, or it can make us want to throw some sloppy beer and shit at your fucking face in an arena. But if you're doing a good job, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. The nominees for best gimmick are Malachi Black, Kenny Omega, Alexa Bliss.
What?
Roman Reigns. And the winner is he really said what? Oh, shit. Oh man. We got Roman Reigns. With the wreck everything and leave stage. Okay, Roman. All right. Walking out with the best gimmick, basically the best turnaround that you ever had in your whole damn career.
I was about to say, and also an honorable mention. We got to give an honorable mention to freaking Matt Cardona, man.
Yeah, you gotta get that man his flowers.
You got
And
to
his
give
action
him
figures.
props.
And his action figures, man.
Yeah.
His death matches is fucking nuts. And his heel run during when he's in the Indies. Oh my god, he's hated, bro.
I've never seen so many people in a
Bro,
small
when we
room
seen
ready
him
to
in
kick his ass.
Somerville, he got the crowd like really about
Yo.
to throw shit at him. I was like, yo, he really is that good. And Vince McMahon probably did not see that shit, and why the fuck would he let him pass on that?
Gimmick.
But hey, man, that's neither me. That's neither for me to say. But that was great. That was super. But that was great. But that's a great honorable mention, though. Wow. See, told y'all. Yeah. So kudos Roman Reigns for winning the best gimmick award. Pretty sure we got nothing else to say. Next, we got the best promo of the year. Oh, I love promos. Promos gets you built up to watch a fight to happen, or it could have a fight erupted, or it could just make you sold on the character himself. Well, a promo, you got no character.
Okay,
you have nothing.
Blackheart, just to give everybody, it's mainly been me and you talking on all this. Let's give the others a chance here. Before we debut the best promo of the year candidates, who do you think, guys, what had the best promo in your opinion end of the year?
It had to go to MJF. MJF CM Punk.
But MJF kind of got his butt handed to him by CM Punk, though, too.
Sorry, it would have to be the Eddie Kingston and CM Punk, because I felt like these are my dogs right here. Now it's like you had to make me choose, and I can't choose. And the both of them are making great cases against one another that I'm leaning. Like I can't pick. And then all of a sudden, when Kingston was like, "Yo, hit me," and after this match, you probably gonna be gone for another 7 years. I'm like, what if?
Okay,
so I was like, I gotta go with Kingston. Oh, and shout out to Kingston, who used to date Mia Yim.
I did not know that. No, the one I have to give credit to.
I did not know that either, man. I did not know that either, man. I saw that video yesterday. I was like, and then I'm watching the whole thing, and I'm like, really? Then that's why I shared it to y'all. I'm like, yo, this is a must watch, because I did not know that. I was like, oh shit.
The one I would have to give props to for potential promo of the year is also CM Punk versus MJF. That line where he said that he was just a watered down version of freaking Miz. Oh my god, man! You could feel that hit his soul so bad. I love that, man. That's a potential one for me as well.
Oh,
or I had to go to claim with on Daniel Bryan. Matt Caster. The rap he did for Daniel Bryan. My bad. Brian Danielson.
Yeah.
And the way they catch later on.
That's foul. Oh yeah.
That was so foul.
Yeah, that was foul. So the nominees for best promo of the year are oh shit. That was good. Whoa, wait, wrong one.
Wait, what?
Moose Shoes post match, post title win. Paul Heyman, any damn time. Eddie Kingston versus CM Punk. CM Punk versus MJF. And the best promo of the year award goes to
Moose.
Rip.
Kingston.
Moose.
MJF and CM Punk. For the promo that you guys was just referring to, that he came out too hard, and then he felt like the watered down version of Miz had hit his soul, and you look at the expression on his face.
He was just like,
and then he said,
like
"You want to go that?
He
want to go that way with it? Okay, fine, we'll take it that way." Mr. Cena himself, and started name dropping Cena and Triple H and shit like that. I'm like, whatever happened to you? What happened? You used to be this. I was like, oh shit. I was like, nope. Like, MJF just stole it right there. I was like, now you're questioning his WWE run. And I'm like, oh, now you know he's not want to go back to that world. He doesn't want to go back to that memory. If we had to, it'll be bad.
Yeah.
Oh shit. But next, the next award we got is the best match of the year award. Oh my god. We had our fair share of wrestling matches this year, fellas.
So many. And I bet you we left quite a few off of this list.
Man, listen, I was highly shocked with the list that y'all gave me. I was like, what? I was like, all right.
Man,
maybe that's only
one.
because I feel like there's half of y'all that's on the AEW side and half of y'all on the WWE side. And it feels like it's like me and one other person that's like split right in the middle. It's like we can't decide because they both got pros and cons to it, but you guys are just fully fledged into this shit. And that's what makes this shit so hard for match of the year.
I was like, I thought I gave you kind of a split up list, so
Listen, I thought you did too. There was other people though. Oh my god.
It was like either all AEW, all WWE, or all Impact or something.
No, it was really any impacts. Benny no MLWs or New Japan's. So that's what I thought. I was like, yo, there's a few matches that was New Japan worthy of being on this list. But the match of the year awards are Britt Baker, Thunder Rosa, St. Patty's Day, SummerSlam, Edge and Rollins, Omega Danielson in his backyard, and of course the Young Bucks and Usual Rules are all out. And the winner is for match of the year goes to.
Had to be either Young Bucks.
We got the steel cage match between the Young Bucks and the Lucha Bros becoming the match of the year. Oh man!
And you know what? And when we did the recap of this show, I flat out told y'all this was the first AEW show that I had bought flat out to watch from beginning to end. And this is what made me an AEW fan, is seeing these matches that were on this card, and the Young Bucks versus the Lucha Bros was the one that pushed me over the top, man.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, dude, you will not see that kind of storytelling, and two, that kind of match happen in WWE or even in Impact.
No.
Because y'all got to realize, guys, this rivalry has been going on between the Young Bucks and the Lucha Bros since before, when they first announced AEW. When they were at one of the press conferences, I think it was in Vegas, they were there. And that's when the Young Bucks and the Lucha Bros faced off for the first time under the AEW banner. That's when they faced off. And since then, it just seems like they've always kept crossing paths. And this was finally the coronation of all that coming to an end. I mean, that's why I'm very happy with that. But I've got to give honorable mention to Thunder Rosa, Britt Baker. They knocked up the
that
bar
was the one
for
that
women's
I was
wrestling.
like, damn, that set the tone for women's wrestling. And that one match, I'm like, but the match that we saw last night on Rampage, oh my god.
Oh, the Tay Conti.
I'll talk about that behind the scenes though, because that shit was ridiculous. That shit was like they were trying to match up to that level of that match. I'm like, you can't duplicate that match. Even if you try to do it in a tag team form, I just felt like you try to go and take pieces out of that match and then try to do it yourselves. It just doesn't work. Those two that was a heated rivalry. That was for a world title. That was organic. You coming into my company, you assigned. I'm a homegrown. I've been here since day one. This shit held down this motherfucker, and then it's like you stepping in my playground. Ooh, that's organic. That's everywhere.
I hate to say it, even though Britt Baker has kind of put the women's division on her back, I have to say this. I don't consider her a homegrown talent for AEW, because you've got to remember she had a stint in NXT also. So I really don't consider her a homegrown talent. She did.
Yeah, she's done
other indie shows as well too.
Yeah.
So yeah, you do have a point about that.
But who is an indie talent though that's not homegrown? Like almost everybody that's in a Russian promotion is full of indie talents.
That's why I don't like the expression being used homegrown. I don't like that. I don't like that example because everybody comes from somewhere. They don't just walk into AEW off the streets and just say, "Hey, I want to wrestle," and get thrown into a wrestling rink on dark. They they cut their teeth at some other places. They go to these indie promotions. Ours, the one I'm going to here in February, where Moose is going to be fighting. These other talents that are going to be on that card, they all come from indie promotions, either from Texas, from the East Coast, from the West Coast. There are so many indie promotions that are popping out, so many people, that's why I don't consider anybody homegrown.
Word.
So
that is true. That is true.
Mm.
Oh man, where we at with this? We got the Best Female Wrestler of the Year award. This is
who are the nominees?
This has been crazy. This whole fucking award show has been nothing but nuts. Okay, but the nominees. Now let me remind y'all, this wasn't from all of our picks. This is from including the votes on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram as well. Nominees are Thunder Rosa, Charlotte Flair, Naomi Flair, Bianca Belair, and Britt Baker. And the winner is
it's got to be Britt Baker or Thunder Rosa. It's got to be one of them.
Bianca.
Yeah. Oh man.
What?
Bianca Belair by a great big number of fans really voted for her the Best Female of the Year.
Now, I won't hate on Bianca because Bianca had a stellar year when it comes to going to the main roster, actually main eventing WrestleMania with Sasha Banks and winning the SmackDown Women's title. She has proven over and over again that she can be that top person when she is needed. And to be honest, right now, she is needed.
You know what?
She is needed.
Badly.
You know what wrestling that's missing from this? And from the very first start of January to now. She's out of injury. Bailey.
Of course. That's why I'm hoping for a return tonight.
I would love it.
That's long overdue.
No, you take a look at it.
I miss seeing her.
Like I'm gonna see her too, but I'll put it like this: if we take a look at Bailey from the start of the whole Thunderdome, I know.
Come on, man.
she like very legit carried and hold SmackDown or Raw on her back, her and Sasha, and that's why they can't put the whole Bianca Belair on. They put everybody else and made them to huge superstars.
And the thing is, it's not just them that can do that. It's already been proven time and time again that Rhea Ripley is one of those that can be called upon, and she can carry a division on her back if she has to, because she is just that good when it comes to being in the ring, but she's tied up with this whole Nikki ASH crap, and it's a constant runaround with her on that. But there's a lot of women back there in that locker room, well, not as many in that locker room, that could still potentially, carry if they have to. Mm-hmm. And the thing is what do they have to carry if they have so little left? Left.
No bullshit. There was one match that popped in my head right now for match of the year. That just popped in my head. No bullshit. Bailey versus Sasha Banks, Hell in a Cell.
When did that happen? I'm trying to remember. When did that happen?
That happened this year.
Well, I know it happened this past year, but I'm just trying to remember what led up to it. But okay, yeah, I vaguely remember that.
Probably Hell
like
in a Cell back in June at some point.
Oh, okay, I got you.
yeah, that was probably go for match of the year type of match, you know. But yeah,
They need to pull something.
Get the best male wrestler of the year. Best
Uh,
male wrestler of the year.
Acknowledge me.
Oh boy. So we pray that the tribal chiefs don't know what try to sucker punch me from out of the way. Nominees for best male wrestler of the year are Darby Allin,
Yes.
Hangman Adam Page, Big E,
yeah,
and Roman Reigns.
pancakes.
And the winner for best male wrestler of the year
Acknowledge me.
is
Pancakes.
Yeah, of course.
Roman Reigns, the tribal chief.
I'm sorry. Roman Reigns has had probably the most ideal year for any wrestler. This is like the year that any wrestler would hope for, is having a new gimmick debut with him and for it to grow so quickly and to become so popular where you become the most hated person that you actually have people loving you because they hate you so much. This is the same. I hate to say this because I have a couple of these wrestlers at like, not too many people are going to be able to touch them. You know, the Stone Colds, the Shawn Michaels, the Undertakers. You know, I have those on a very small, limited, pedestal. And I hate to say it, Roman Reigns is getting to that point. And he's not there yet. He needs to have a couple more breakout matches, but he's getting to that point to where he can reach that pedestal if he continues the way he's going.
I like what you're saying so far, but Vince is not going to allow that to happen. He even said himself, "I am not trying to make a mega superstar. The closest to a mega superstar that we got so far right now is Brock.
Brock is on
closest,
that pedestal. Go ahead.
Brock is the closest one to a mega superstar.
He is
but
one because he's on that same pedestal as The Rock, as John Cena, as them being able to leave and go do other things and become successful. He's on that same pedestal.
But I'm gonna say like this. But for Roman, they're not trying to make Roman to that Brock type of level. They're not trying to make him to that Rock or Stone Cold type of level. You don't want that to happen. You don't want him to up and leave and do other things. And
he's going to.
What happens?
He's going to.
I understand that he's going to, but we all know that he don't want to. We all know that Vince do not want him to do that shit. Vince do not want his biggest superstar to up and leave.
Of course not yet. Anyway, he still needs it for a few years. Sure, go do some movies and stuff like that, but you have to come back. At least I still need you here for right now. Yeah. Sure, just wait it out after you get some more few accolades and shit like that. It's not about right now. Maybe Roman just really had that much time left. So I'd say within the next 2 to 3 years. So eventually, at some point, he's going to have to think, I can't keep this dog on the leash as far as I can. And what if he does wants to go? Then what? You can't force him to say no. The fuck that you can't. Says win, bitch. Exactly. They're gonna redefine the game, and he's gonna have to either wipe his hands with it or have it throw a pity party. But these awards are not just for them; they are for y'all. Now, these are the podcast awards.
All right, here we go.
Man, listen,
let's go.
Y'all crack me up with this. I wish the rest of them were here, but I hope and pray that they see this. So we're gonna start it off with the best rivalry award.
I know I'm in it, so come on, just say it.
After taking this careful consideration, No, it's not gonna be no multiple choices. It's just you just know how the fuck I feel. So there wasn't no committee that was behind this little stuff. This was basically awards I'm gonna give y'all from myself to you guys. So basically, the best rivalry award goes to, of course, these two.
Yes.
Big Mike and Cyber Yeti. For having the funniest and best rivalry over this beloved OTTR championship. Y'all kind of brought this thing more to light than what it is. The rivalry had kind of grew, and the bat talking on the podcast, especially now invading people's Twitches and everything, which is kind of hilarious to me. So now it kind of spin off that way. So they kind of brought a smile on my face. So yeah, so best rivalry award goes to you two guys.
Yeah.
So you can make your little speech and shit like that now.
All right. So first and foremost, I'd like to say thank you to the other winner in this rivalry, because you know what? We go after each other because we just love this a lot more than what people realize, and we just like to butt heads for the hell of it. And I do it with everybody. I've gone to other podcasts, I've done it. JP, Big Joe, I'll go to any podcast I got to, and I will go and knock heads with everybody. It doesn't matter if it's male, female, whatever you want to call yourself. I am going to keep on coming. And if you want some, I will gladly give you some. So again, thank you. Best rivalry of the year. I appreciate
it. Duly noted, man. Oh man, that was funny. That was hilarious. The next award is the best one-liner award.
Oh, is this me too?
This is the reason why some of y'all have to be here to kind of experience this, because y'all will be like, like I worked on some shit from y'all. Oh man, but the award goes to here, not right now.
Right. You leave them as. Maybe you break Swerve off from them and leave the other couple guys, but like leave them.
Okay, dude, you better turn on your goddamn camera, boy, and your heavy ass breathing. What the hell's going on with you?
I think he's dying.
Oh my God! Yes,
the best one-liner award goes to Maverick. Yes. Before that, I think he's dying line for Juice when he had the lung infection situation, which we didn't know about at the time.
Yeah.
Right. So when that kind of came up, I think he was manifested all his jokes and shit, and that was just the one that just caught everyone on fire.
Yeah.
So, and Babin tried to stay on the show earlier, so this award goes to him. So hoping that he looks at this. Congratulations, buddy, from us. For me here, OTTR. That's funny. But yeah, bro. Oh man, I'm telling you, man. This is gonna be every year. Oh, but the best rant award. Oh, now Deuce wants to come back because use the cause factor for someone else's award. That's funny. Oh man,
what's up?
But the best rant award. Oh my God. This was a tough one, even for me to make a fucking decision on it. I had to disqualify myself because I can't be part of the best rant award. I can't award myself, so that wouldn't be right. So I was like, everyone else, it's a fair slate. But out of all of the rants that went on last year for one whole year, this was the one that I believe truly was the best rant of the year.
There was an whole night. You know what? I was going to say I'll give what I've seen so far. Russell do shit a push, but no, this was just a meaning of style. Fuck you, WWE. You ain't shit, bitch. Fuck what guys goddamn doing.
I'm gonna miss that. I'm gonna miss that the most.
Fuck. Goddamn. For what wrestling has gone so far. Fuck you for what you did to Charlotte Flair. Fuck you for what you doing to the Paul Roman Reigns and the goddamn Usos and shit. Tired of seeing this bullshit. Fuck you, Vince McMahon, you old, greasy, grease wearing hair having ass motherfucker. You wanna be the boss?
Holy shit.
Fuck you, WWE, for even bringing this NXT 2.0 shit. Looks like I literally took a shit, and this is what the fuck I'm getting. Fuck you, WWE, for fucking giving me some fucking.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Ooh, and wasting the whole women's division on the ordinary. What the fuck are you doing to the whole black women's division? As well, I see so far, I treated Bianca Belair like you're doing Naomi. Fuck you, tell me WWE, what the fuck you doing to mostly every tag team out there. If I know as a Survivor Series, they're gonna sit back and give me the Usos and New Day. Boy, y'all gonna give me some Raw. Bullshit. Fuck you, WWE. I'll gladly go to French Connecticut. And I'll get the color on this one. I'm gonna get big fats. We gonna get some baby powder. And I already know he's gonna bring up the bacon.
He fucking sure did. He fucking sure did. He's not even done yet. He still got more shit to go. Hurry up, man. Hurry up.
And as we're gonna beat the brakes off this old 70. Wait, is he 70? 80 though. How old is this old Vince McMahon?
He's 76. He's 76.
Oh, 76?
Yes.
76, alright. What shoe he wants? I'll get one of my old shoes. China real nice. With some bacon grease. It's a baby powder. And you're gonna get double attraction. And then we're gonna take Triple H and bring it back to the crib.
Damn.
Because honestly, it feels like he's the get out moment.
Burial. This is the burial of WWE by E, dude. This is his haiku. This is his fucking swan song.
And you know what?
Best
birthday gift
This is the last episode.
Best birthday gift ever.
Oh, and happy
last
birthday to
episode.
Cyber Yang too this weekend as well. Give him a round of applause.
Happy birthday.
And y'all get that old school DX. Fuck you. We out.
We out.
Oh my gosh, that
And
one,
the
yes.
best Brit award goes to you, E Dukes. Congratulations. That was the season finale takeover episode with Top Roast, especially Maddie and Maddie Anderson. Oh man, that one right there, I couldn't even stop you, even if I tried. And I tried. I was like, yo, come on, bro. But you kept on going, and
Yes.
it went up for 3 whole minutes. There's other ones that you went longer than that, but this one was the most concrete one that you've ever done.
Thank you for that. But yo, that was the funniest. Oh man.
Yo.
Well, thank you to well, fuck you WWE for thank you for having this award. I like to thank myself for allowing myself to say fuck you WWE, you ain't shit. Because after all, WWE, you ain't shit. You old, and for Vince McMahon, thank you for being old, decrepit, old,
here we go.
greasy head bastard.
Here we go again.
I don't give 2 shits about what you do. But on the end of the day, if you still put on same old shit, I know where to stay at. Up in Greenwich, Connecticut. I'm gonna go out there to the headquarters, because that's where you most likely to stay at. I do have a can of baby grease for you, you know. And I will be kicking your ass. Regardless. The ass kick is deserved.
Regardless.
Oh man.
Oh my god. Duke, just take the goddamn award.
Just take the award and shut up, man.
Congratulations. Just congratulations, okay? Oh my god. Good God. Oh my god. Yo, fucking terrible. I cannot believe I actually have to come up with this award and you won this. Yo, the next award is the best special guest award. We have plenty of great special guests that came on to the show. And you know what I'm saying? First and foremost, I'm not gonna just say special guest because I can't just pick just one. There was multiple. So this was a joint award. So the winners are Top Row Squishy, our takeover episode, the Irish Whip podcast, when they first came on to be started, Dirty Heels, because they jumped me, and then of course the Good Brother Bova interview, and last but not least, Jay
Bougie, yes.
Jay Bougie, my main man, holding it down at NYC, doing his thing. He's still out there handling business, man, and we support him no matter what. And we congratulate you for being our favorite special guest. So
yes,
each and every award. So these awards goes to you for congratulations from us here at OTTR. Thank you. Oh man, but next we got the best video episode award. Listen, y'all want to take a guess about which one this is?
Oh my god.
Y'all want to take a guess?
I'm scared to.
Why? Wait, why are you scared of guessing?
There's a couple I got in mind, but I'm like, man, it could be something completely random though. I mean, it could be a couple of the ones where it was the Irish Whip podcast. I mean, it could be possibly a Top Rope Squishy. I don't know, man. I'm
Dukes
in the middle here.
Dukes, what you say?
I'm lost. I am lost.
Best video episode of the year.
Best video.
Come on, man! Don't be taking forever with this. Just give me a couple.
Top Row Squishy. I'll probably give it to Top Row Squishy. The Irish. I really don't even know after that.
Okay, fuck it. Let me just display the goddamn winner. Oh my god. Up for Big J and Big O of the Irish Whip podcast. We in the building with it, folks. Give them a round of applause for being here. JP, Big Joe.
That's the first time we've gotten applause. I think
we gotta give him a round of applause.
I know. Don't make me take my teeth out and get dirty.
Oh, let's go. Yo, Joe,
I'm ready.
Hey, see, the only problem is with me is like there is no problem because I'm used to losing. You guys are gonna let me step into your house and take your property, huh? About you all smoke, no fire.
Oh!
About you all smoke, no fire.
Oh!
Do it Southie style. We'll just go down there and take his house while he's sleeping. JP, we'll do it Southie style. We'll just go down there and take his house while he's sleeping. Wake up in the field next to a car, like, what the fuck?
This week, I'm going to get into football real quick. Patriots this week are playing Houston. Next week, they're playing Dallas. So it's very possible Texas is going to go 0-3 against Boston when Big Joe beats Yeti.
Why you gotta be talking about my Texans like that, man? I swear, I feel worse than a Cleveland Browns fan right now. I feel like I need to be wearing a brown paper.
The Patriots this week, I'm going to get into football real quick. Patriots this week are playing Houston. Next week, they're playing Dallas. So it's very possible Texas is going to go 0-3 against Boston when Big Joe beats Yeti.
Why Why you gotta be talking about my Texans like that, man? I swear, I feel worse than the Cleveland Browns fan right now. I feel like I need to be wearing a brown paper bag over my head.
Yeah, you ask him why is he talking about the Texans like that? Because no one else is.
Jeez, man, they're bringing the fire right now.
You sure was bringing that fire that damn episode. That was the best video episode. When the beef first started.
The beef started there.
When the beef first started. That's what I dubbed it when the beef first started. Chapter 1. But that was the best one. Oh man.
Just wait until this year. Wait till this year.
Oh good God! I can't wait for that gift to pop up on that man's front porch.
Oh yeah, man.
Listen, man. I'm gonna get that phone call and be like, I'm like, listen, I had no part of this.
I'm gonna be like, nah, man. Blackheart was the mastermind behind it.
Oh, it just throw me under the bus. Okay, fine. Well, speaking of which, we got the most hated award now because now you want to throw your name out there.
Hate me.
Man. Well, this wasn't very, difficult for me to make a whole decision about, most hated. But believe me, just a few of you that were really most hated, but there's only one most hated in this group who can only be the Bill Lambeard of the Bad Boys.
Big Mike.
Oh my God! This fucking belt. No, listen. If you're gonna have the balls to carry on the belt, at least put the O.T.T letters over that WWE sign.
Once again,
then you can just ship that bad boy right over to me Sunday morning. UPS. I'll be waiting.
2-time champion here. Just wanted to thank all of y'all for watching, like and subscribe.
Fuck you, Big Mike.
Your dual OTTR and People's Champion is here. Like I say all the time, we ignore the hate over here. We just keep on winning. That's all we do. We just keep winning. They can be mad all they want. All I gotta say, there's one more dragon that has to be slain, and we will get to the season break with this. You know the social, IAM_MBJ. Shout out to my other family. I am on a Speak On It podcast, talking sports. Only on YouTube. We got work to do to catch up to OTTR because OTTR changed the game. So we only on YouTube, but that's okay. We're trying over here. And yeah, I mean, I don't have to tell y'all what's going to happen. It's not a prediction. It's a sport. Y'all know what they talk all of this for weeks and weeks. And I just say, okay. And
all
then
I got to say is if you don't beat him, I am going to fly to your house and I'm going to kick you in the chest.
Those haters with the Big Mike. Oh, because of that one goddamn promo that he stunned. Oh my God. But unlike that whole prediction in the spoiler, guess who walked out as champion? Thank you very much. Ha! But yeah, most hated guy definitely gotta go to him now. So I think he felt that one coming.
Yeah. Big time.
Oh man. Next, we got the most loved award. That's the opposite of Mike.
Oh my gosh, opposite.
That's the opposite of Mike. And the winner is,
of
Sean.
course, yes.
Yay, Shar.
Yay.
We love you and we appreciate you here at OTTR. You are part of this family, and you will always know that. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts. So this award goes to you. Always be that. Keep doing what you're doing. That's all we ask.
Yes.
Oh, but next we got the favorite moment award. Oh man.
Ooh.
Cyber. If you thought the Irish Whip podcast was bad, watch this.
TR champion. So there is a new head of the table in
Acknowledge me.
And exactly like I put in that meme, you better acknowledge me. Big Mike, that includes you too.
Are now just at the table. You are not.
Oh no, I am the head of the table. I got the
seat
gold.
at the
I
table
got the
now.
gold. You barely got a seat at the table. I'm at the head of the table. You're lucky you're not sitting at the kiddie table. So anyway, we're moving on. We're gonna move on. We're gonna go ahead and start with introductions. Of course, right here to my left, we've got my yes. What's going on,
So
boys?
you said that you got some words for me.
lady.
So I've been waiting all night. So I've been waiting all night for this shit. You said that you got some words for me last week when I wasn't even around. Like, yo, what's up?
Hey, you already know what's up, man. I was already talking smack to Big Mike. I was already talking smack to Dukes. Maverick was over there having some fun, listening to all this stuff.
This victory lap that he's been on has just been.
I totally agree with you, man. Because lately his attitude has been a lot more different for the last few weeks.
Hey,
but now, hey, for the folks here that do not know, check out Cyber Ye's Under Boss's Hot Takes. Now the new playlist is building out in the
podcast. Like I don't even know who this dude is anymore.
Yeah, ever since he won that championship, his ego just went skyrocketing.
He has literally turned into Hollywood Rock. That's what he's turned into. Like I don't even know who this guy is anymore.
You're saying he's like the Miz? He became
he turned into the Miz on us. Like,
man,
here we go. This show and this
not really.
show
He definitely turned into like the Cameron Grimes when he definitely got that money. He's in the we got that stock money. He's like, you know what? Oh no, we over here, man. We doing all this shit, man. I got this shit going. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
He missed it. He debuted. He got a new picture from when he turns his camera off. I mean, I don't even know
got
who
the
this
whole
guy
graphic
is.
dude,
And he got graphics and everything. Like,
shit.
Who is this guy?
It was just
what
real
could
funny
I say?
how it's real funny how you sit here and say, "Oh, we forgot about you," but then you just go and just do your own shit. And Cyber Yeti's hot takes, and leaves everybody in the fucking dust.
Goes and does his YouTube shows. He shouts everybody else out on the show. Leaves me hanging.
Oh
my God. I don't know who this is.
Hey, Big J.
I loved it.
Cyber Yeti's fucking championship ring, and he just went off the fucking wall. And ever since then, yo, that was culminating to that moment. Oh man. But that award goes to you, sir.
Hey, you know what? And I will say this. I loved every minute of it, man. It was hilarious. And also, too, I was glad I was able to build up some steam for the podcast, especially, getting Irish Whip podcast involved, and I will still say to this day, any other podcast wants to smoke, they can come and get the smoke. I ain't even scared of nobody. Y'all come on with it. Check Twitter if you don't believe me.
Oh man, I totally believe you on that one now. But these last two awards, they're inaugural awards.
Oh boy.
I can't believe I'm about to do this.
All right, let's see.
The first one is the Monkey Who's the Ape Award.
Oh my god. Are you serious?
Yes, I am.
Oh my god.
Dukes fell on the floor. Dukes fell on the floor. Oh shit. Yes, folks. There is an award called the Monkey Who's the Ape Award. The hashtag Monkey Who's the Ape Award. Yes, we're gonna keep this tradition strong. This award goes to a person that gives us the laughter, that gives us the stupidity deliverance of his remarks. But more importantly, I just think it's just the goofiness that this monkey can actually present to himself that may think that he is an ape. But this was a heavy influence by one person, which we want to go back to that story. But
no,
this is what cultivated into this award. And your winner for the first inaugural Monkey Who's the Ape Award is
Don't make me take my teeth out and get dirty.
Oh, let's go.
Hey, see, the only problem is with me is like there is no problem because I'm used to losing. You guys are gonna let me step into your house and take your property. About you, yeah, you all smoke, no fire. Do it Southie style. We'll just go down there and take his house while he's sleeping. JP, we'll do it Southie style. We'll just go down there and take his house while he's sleeping. Wake up in the field next to a car, like, what the fuck?
This week are playing Houston. Next week they're playing Dallas. So it's very possible Texas is going to go 0-3 against Boston when Big Joe beats Yeti.
Why you gotta be talking about my Texans like that, man? I swear, I feel worse than the Cleveland Browns fan right now. I feel like I need to be wearing a brown paper bag over my head.
Yeah, you ask him why is he talking about the Texans like that? Because no one else is.
Jeez, man, they're bringing the fire right now.
That guy was the Big Joe from the Irish Whip podcast.
Yeah. Congrats, Big Joe.
Oh man, the monkey was
finally got an award.
He finally got a
participation award.
Even though you clearly did not win that triple threat match against Big Mike or Cyber. So that thing never happened. Never really popped up when it came to the UFO show. What happened there? Oh,
he pulled the exact same thing that he pulled after the Crown Jewel situation. Big Joe, you disappeared.
That's what I thought.
This
Knock
time,
his teeth out next time I see him.
Hey, this time disappear like CM Punk and don't come back for 7 years.
Ooh. Well, eventually he'll be back on Thursday. Oh, yeah, so he'll probably do some shit.
Yeah.
But last but not least, this award shouldn't even need no explanation.
Oh, God.
no explanation. The Two Shits and the Toilet Flush Award. Oh man. Given to the origin of the birth of the whole damn slogan by one person and one person only who've been here since the very beginning. This award has a double meaning to it. The double meaning is also any other, gimmick, person, match, booker that just gives you a horrible feeling, like Charlotte Flair, or even Marie, or even Natalia. But there's even worse people that can come before that. So this is what the Two Shits and the Toilet Flush Award gave birth. And the winner of the first annual Two Shits and the Toilet Flush Award goes to
During most of the whole night. You know what? I was going to say I'll give what I've seen so far. Wrestling Two Shits and Toilet Flush, but no, this was just a different meaning of style. Fuck you, WWE. You ain't shit, bitch. Fuck what guys goddamn doing.
I'm gonna miss that. I'm gonna miss that the most.
Fuck goddamn for what wrestling has gone so far. Fuck you for what you did to Charlotte Flair. Fuck you for what you doing for Roman Reigns and the goddamn Usos and shit. Tired of seeing this bullshit. Fuck you, man, you old, greasy.
Do we even need to go through?
Oh, no,
no,
man.
we shouldn't. But you get the gist of it. The Two Shits and Toilet Flush Award goes to you, dudes. Congratulations. So let's see. So Dukes walked out with 2 awards. Mike walked out with 2 awards. Cyber, you walked out with 2 awards. Shaw walked out with 1. That's it for everyone else's was outside the group. Oh, women, excuse me. And 1 was won by Maverick. That's your awards. That's your podcast awards. That's your first annual OTTR podcast awards.
Yes.
Oh man. There's nothing more that I can fucking say. I'm just happy to kind of be back, getting ready for season 5 when we come back.
Yes,
January 14th. The first time we will be live. I hope and pray I can actually keep up with this DJing. And that's fun. So, but needless to say, thank you to the nominees for actually being nominated for this. That's a huge achievement. And the people who actually won their respectable awards today, especially you, Dukes. 2 shits in the Twisty Flush Award. That's cute. Oh man. Listen, I done my part as a host. Cheerio, the whole 9 yards. I'm just ready to just get this fucking season 5 shit started up the right way.
Yes, sir.
Oh man, but folks, I'll give the floor to Cyber and E Dukes. Go ahead and do the quick little glows, and then we have it here. Y'all know how to follow us and find us and buy our merchandise.
All right, guys. Well, first off, thank you so much for tuning in. We do appreciate it. If you're not following on the socials, it's at Cyber Yeti, except on YouTube, it's at Cyber Yeti 2016. We appreciate you as always. We're looking forward to another really good season here. And we hope that you continue following us, continue listening, and continuing to get our merch. I am still going to continue to stir the pot with anybody I can. It doesn't matter who they are, where they are, what podcast they're a part of. I could pop up anywhere and I will just stir shit up whenever I can. So thank you for tuning in. We do appreciate it, and we can't wait to see y'all on season this coming up season.
Dukes, just go. You already won 2 awards tonight. Don't even go that far with it. Still can't believe that he really won 2 awards today.
Yeah,
I'm surprised.
Wait, time out. I was surprised you gave me a award that I actually came up with. The 2 shits of Twisty Flush, really?
Yeah.
Like I was a co-creator of that award. Man, yo, mother. All right, thank you.
What? Was that so bad? Damn. That was actually pretty damn creative.
But you know what though? You know what, Sean? Everybody.
One, so you might never know. Someone can actually win that award next year just because they fuck up the most. You might not know. It could be the Fellow Jobber Award. If you look at it from a different way, but this was the inaugural to the creator of the quote that actually evolved on its own. Now you have other people saying the damn shit, so it says something.
True. So y'all,
Aha.
What's next? The fuck WWE award.
That's way too harsh. I can't.
Yeah, I was about to say
I can't sign off on that. That is shit. That signature will not come from my desk. I'm like,
All right.
I am not signing off on that either.
Right, I'm not signing off. That's all on him. All on him. And we protected him. I'm like, nah, man, you put yourself in there.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Thank y'all for actually listening to us. We all have fun today doing these and going back on what we did so far this year. Memorable moments, great laughter. The beef between me and WWE is still there. So I'll still say fuck you, WWE, you ain't shit. And knowing that I'm gonna still say fuck you, WWE, you ain't shit, it's still gonna happen. So might as well do it now. Put the fingers in the air.
That's a sausage, not a finger.
Well, these are my fingers. They look like sausages. So that must mean you might be hungry.
Damn.
Oh,
so might as well say Houston for everybody who hates WWE as much as I do. Say it with me one last time before season 5 kicks around. At the count of 3.
Good looking your feature endeavors.
Fuck WWE.
That's what
I signed one.
is probably gonna happen next. That's what I was like, yeah, right. I can't sign up for that one either, man. I can't. That's a big campaign. That is, that's a big ass campaign. That's it. That's something. I don't know.
But y'all enjoy, so let's all have fun.
Oh my god. Yo. I'm done. I'm done with this. I'm done with this. Oh my god. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. Hit that like, share, subscribe button, hit that notifications bell. Leave a comment below. Let us know what you think. The war ceremonies, this is the first of many. While we still around at the end of every year, we'll have a war ceremony. So we're gonna be here. This is the first annual OTTR Awards, Black Art Cyber E Dukes. We bid y'all adieu.